Characteristics of Constitution of 1954, that was the first permanent and the second constitution of China. And this before this constitution, the constitution of 1949 was the constitution of China, and the constitution of 1949 was not a permanent constitution, since that constitution was made as some sort of an interim constitution after getting independence from nationalists. And in 1954 the permanent constitution was made. For making this constitution in January 1953, a constituent committee was set up under Mao, and this constituent committee was set up by the People's Council of China, and this constituent assembly made two drafts, and in light of these two drafts a third draft was made, and later on the third draft was approved by the People Council of China in September 1954, and after their approval draft was approved by the People's Congress of China as well. So in this way, in November 1954, this constitution was enforced. This was a written constitution with a preamble and 106 articles. There were 106 articles and a preamble. In preamble, it was explained that how the Chinese people under the Communist Party got independence from oligarchy and feudalism and capitalism, and how they make the rule of common man in China. So in this way, the constitution provide a constitutional protection to all those victories that the Communist Party got in the in a century-long struggle against capitalism and feudalism in China. And according to this constitution, the people were the fountainhead or the fountain of power. All powers belong to the people according to the constitution of 1954, and the people of China were supposed to use those powers through National Congress and various local congresses that were set up under the constitution. So the actual power belongs to the people in China, and they use their powers through the National Congress and various local congresses. And number of citizens' rights were given in this constitution. For example, this constitution provides religious freedom, cultural freedom, and protection of their properties, and this constitution provides equal rights to all nationalities present in India, and this constitution gives their citizens right to access to education, and this constitution gives full freedom for marital life. People were free to get married and have a family, and according to the constitution, nobody could be detained unless the orders of court. So in this way, the constitution of 1954 provides protection to the citizens. It provides citizen rights, and this constitution also established a state council. The state council was consist of the prime minister and his ministers, and the responsibility of state council was to run the administrative affairs of the country. And Supreme Court was also established according to the Constitution of 1954, and the Supreme Court was the highest judicial body in the country, and its judges were elected by the People Congress of China. And beside the Supreme Court, number of comrade courts and labor courts were also established. And one important thing more is that this constitution established People Congress as well. People's Congress. I'm sorry guys, it's not mentioned here, but This was also established through the Constitution of 1954, and the People Congress was just like a legislative body. It was the legislative body, just was just like a legislative assembly, and the size was very huge, since there were total 1,000 members in the People Congress, and they were elected from different parts of the country for 4 years, and their responsibility was to amend laws and to make amendments in the constitution and to make daily laws relating to daily life. And to assess this People's Congress, a standing committee was established that was consist of 60 members. The standing committee was consist of 60 members, and its responsibility was to assess the People's Congress, and the Prime Minister and President could dismiss this People's Congress as well. Thank you for joining. Take care. Goodbye.